and welcome everyone. Today we will view a presentation on participative management, which has become a popular and successful form of management style. Here are the items that we will be covering. What is participative management? What factors contribute to participation? The benefits of the use of participation along with its disadvantages, the limitations of participative management, and how to prepare for the use of participative management, along with some closing thoughts. Participative management refers to an open form of management where employees are actively involved in the organization's decision-making process. The practice of participative management is used by managers who understand that strong relationships with their employees is conducive to the organization. Implementing this type of management allows for the innovation and creative flow of ideas from the employees. Leaders that use this management style believe that employees are at the forefront of customers and that they are essential to attracting customers to their business and fulfilling consumer demands. Happy and satisfied customers will continue to support the business and make the organization successful. Including employees in decision-making empowers them and can enhance organizational commitment from everyone at each level of the organizations. Employees with high commitment and loyalty will result in low turnover rate, increased efficiency, and productivity levels. Participative style management is not for everyone and is not for every business. In this slide, we show a table showing the criteria that we can use to apply for participation. For example, in an organization, when a task is complex and multifaceted and quality is important, participative management style can help with these complex tasks that require input from people with different expertise. People with different points of view are more likely to deliver a quality decision. A second criteria is when a follower commitment is needed in the successful implementation of this management style. The follower's participation increases commitment and motivation from everyone. Another criteria to consider is time. Participative management takes time. There needs to be established rules and deadlines. In addition to time, another criteria that companies need to consider is whether or not the leaders and followers are ready to implement participation management style, and if the organizational culture can support this plan. This participation style can only succeed if both leaders and followers agree that it's beneficial to the organization and everyone is trained and committed to its success. The organizational culture must also encourage or at least tolerate the employees' participation. Lastly, participative management style cannot be limited because of location, structural elements, or interactions between the leader and followers. Most companies are not accustomed to participative style of management yet. Some companies feel authority should be in the hands of managers and not employees. These are some factors to consider in participative style of management that may be affected when using this style. Ethical contribution, enhanced communication, and employee empowerment. Participative management style encourages moral and ethical practice and also promotes equal treatment of employees and their ideas when it comes to organizational decision-making. Enhancing communication between managers and employees that allows the employees to voice their ideas and opinions, and managers can be receptive to the employees' suggestions. Lastly, participative management allows for employees to feel empowered and to be treated as co-workers versus subordinates or underlings of bosses. These are the advantages of participation. It encourages creative solutions, increases employee retention, increased productivity levels, It can decrease competition and increase collaboration at the same time. Looking at advantage number 4, employees that are included in the decision-making process will create a collaborative work environment and reduce competitive and backstabbing nature. Employees will now see their coworkers as associates working together as a team versus working with its competitors. Other advantages of participation includes job satisfaction, motivation, improved quality, and reduced costs. Implementing employee ideas can help cut costs where managers cannot see. In addition, employees who are motivated and appreciated will not waste company resources, and employee attendance will not be an issue because employees will want to come to work. Now, after the advantages of participation, we will look at the disadvantage. Participation can be time-consuming. Collecting ideas and feedbacks from employees will slow down the decision-making process. Item number 2, confidentiality. Getting feedback from employees means sharing of important information, which may be a security threat. Resistance. Many companies have not found the right medium between the manager's authority level and employees' participation. Without proper balance, managers' and employees' ideas can clash. We have looked at the factors of participation along with its advantages and disadvantages. Now we will take a look of the limitations in regards to participation. 1. The complexity of technology. 2. The worker's psychology. And 3. Rights of employees not participating. Technology is so advanced and complicated these days that there is a need for specialized workers required for each job. Some employees cannot work beyond a certain limit in participation. Some departments or group participates too aggressively, and the corresponding group can be offended and does the opposite of their job. The second limitation involves the worker's psychology. Some employees maintain the mentality that they are workers and service to management and does not need to participate actively in the decision-making process. Third, employees have the right to not participate. If participation is forced, then the employees cannot participate positively, and this may hinder the project at hand. Additional limitations of participation can include a general bias, trade unions, and group participation. General bias involves the resistance to change inside the organization. Managers decline to share power or to delegate, fearing that they may lose authority or power by allowing employees to dictate or take part in the decision-making process. Trade unions can be a double-edged sword. On the surface, it promotes participation of its members, but the underlying issue is the participation of member means to protect themselves against accidents and discrimination. This can cause hostility and distrust between managers and employees. Lastly, group participation. Participation needs to involve 2 or more persons. This cannot be done with one person alone, making all the decisions by themselves. In order to implement the participative style of management, these are the steps that the organizational leaders need to consider before proceeding forward. First, identify and define their objectives. 2. Establish clear communication. 3. Proper representation. 4. Organizational training. 5. Confidence. 6. Promote workers' participation. 7. Legal aspects. 8. The bottom line. First, the leaders need to identify and define objectives between the managers and employees so each party's values do not create conflict. Item number 2, clear communication channels can build trust and eliminate confusion for everyone. 3, employees need to be able to choose who represents them in order for them to feel safe and involved. 4, after objectives and communication is established, the whole organization needs to be informed and trained of how the participation strategy is to be implemented, the benefits received, and any disciplinary actions if anyone is not on board. 5. Confidence is important for everyone. Managers need to know that their authority is not being challenged, and employees need to trust that their ideas does not come with negative consequences from their superiors. 6. Workers need to see their ideas and suggestions are implemented in order for them to continue to be encouraged to participate in the process. 7. Some resistance may come from the organizational implementation of participation strategy. Therefore, the disciplinary actions need to be lawful and not violate any employee's right. Therefore, the legal aspects of the strategy needs to be examined. Participative management takes time to come together. Management needs to identify the right amount of funds for the change and ensure that the costs are minimal. We have looked at the advantages, disadvantages, and limitations of participative management. Now we will look at some organizations that have used this strategy in their management style. Toyota, British Airways, and Elon Musk, though not a company, but a very powerful and inspirational role model in the business world. Toyota has been following their employee suggestions and advocate employee involvement in their procedures for their company's operations for years. The management team receives almost 2 million suggestions and ideas every year, and an estimated 95% of those ideas are used. Around 5,000 improvements every year have made Toyota one of the fastest growing organizations globally. British Airways is another example. They adopted employee suggestions when the economy was downsizing. The employees' feedback helped the company save £4.5 million since the implementation of the suggestions. Elon Musk is not a company, but an international leading role model that realizes the need to include employees in the growing success of his companies. He relies on talented individual groups that are proactive, collaborative, and hands-on with projects and decisions. Adopting participative management style can create values and bring sense of belongingness in the employees when they introduce their ideas and suggestions, and even complaints. Managers having a feedback system for the suggestions and complaints from their employees can provide better performance from employees each time. For example, if there was a complaint, then it should be addressed promptly. If there was a suggestion that produced great results, then the employees should be rewarded accordingly. To sum it up, participative style of management is not used in all organizations or businesses. This style is not efficient for every business, so to make the style of management work, leaders need to identify the benefits that it may bring to the company. Companies thinking of switching to this style may start by implementing this strategy in small departments as an experimental project. As we have seen, the benefits of participative management have outweighed the disadvantages, and the companies using this strategy has excelled in their businesses. In modern day, technology has increased communication amongst people at rapid speed, and the employees feel the need to voice their ideas and thoughts and connect to one another. Therefore, companies wanting to succeed in the future need to incorporate employee satisfaction and suggestions in their business model to have loyal and long-lasting support from leaders and employees in their organization. Thank you for joining us for this presentation, and hope that it has helped give you a clearer view of the benefits, disadvantages, limitations of participative management.